So about a month ago on the Irish Wives group chat, it was decided that if anyone should do a Father Ted ranking video, it should be me. So feck it, here we go.
I like that.
Now, I need to be careful, this might offend the episodes, so I'm going to do the following. Rate one top-notch episode from each season, and rate one from each season that will only get a 7 out of 10.
Bastard.
Oh, not bad at all!
Of course now, all episodes from Father Ted have lovely bottoms, and we're going to start with...
No thanks, I'm fine.
I've always had a theory that the second or third episode of any show is a bit of a testing ground dud. And, well, an episode where the characters are mostly bored worked almost a little too well. It was my least favourite as a kid, and, well, it still is really. Father Stone just isn't able to carry an episode by himself. Like, Ted and Dougal's restlessness is enjoyable, I won't lie, but there isn't much else to take from this one. I always kind of felt that if Father Stone was in seasons 2 or 3, he would have been part of a much bigger plot, instead of, well, being the main plot.
I tell you what, I'll make the tea and you take your brow.
Now, this episode was a tough one to put here, purely because of... But the thing is, Liam is the only saving grace of this episode, and I quote him every week, I won't lie. I don't know, I always felt this episode seemed a bit off compared to the rest of the show. It seems to have a different aura compared to it, like, it seems to have like a sense of mean-spiritedness that you don't see in every other episode. Maybe it's because of Neve, or, actually wait, that is it. I do not like this character, I always hated how she took the house and how Ted and Dougal had to fight for it back.
Don't call me a lovely girl, I've sold 20 million records.
What?
Just didn't like this episode overall because of that, I feel, and it's honestly not one of my favourites.
You know what I do with $400? I wipe my ass with $400.
This isn't a bad episode by any means, but I feel it falls a bit flat compared to everything else in Season 3. It's a nice finale to the series, yes, but I feel that's all it is. The finale, wrapping things up, tribute to the show episode. Like, it is sweet that Ted chooses to remain on Craggy Island, but that's kind of all the episode is. Or maybe it leaves a sad taste in my mouth because it's the finale, and especially what happened to Dermot Morgan the day after filming ended. Rest in peace, by the way.
Night, Dougal. Night, Ted.
Now, time for the top 3. The episodes all have lovely bottoms, sure, but which 3 will win a dinner with Ted that they have to pay for? Here we go, starting with...
Fed up with you, bastards!
Ignoring this out-of-character moan from Jack,
Who are you supposed to be? I'm Elvis.
this episode really felt like the show was beginning to hit its true stride. Like, the writers really seem to nail the sense of pacing that carries on into later episodes, and everyone, production team, writers, actors, you name it, all seem a lot more confident in themselves, and there's a sense of fun to this one in particular. There's a lot going on, sure, but nothing feels rushed or pointless. Like, Sergeant Deegan doesn't feel pointless, as we continue to see him in later episodes. I am biased because I quote these two every single week as well, but Barty and Henry are memorable one-offs, and the clever quick thinking from Ted to salvage the situation is the title character at his finest.
Oh God, Ted, look at that. There's a dent in the car.
If I was to show a person who's never seen this show a single episode, which is unrealistic, everyone's seen Father Ted, it would probably be this one. It truly captures the essence of Father Ted. You have your main characters all playing a part alongside memorable guest stars, alongside a simple plot with escalating problems. The roof is leaking. Okay, let's hold a raffle to raise money. Oh wait, the prize is wrecked. Let's borrow an identical car. Oh wait, we'll have to rig the raffle then. Okay, let's get the night started. Oh wait, we forgot the records!
Oh, bollocks.
And so on. Truly one of the best in my opinion, and I include Canada in that.
Drive the car! And now, to ride Mrs. O'Reilly.
Personally, of all the guest star one-off characters, Pat Mustard takes top throne with a great episode to boot. Season 3 did have a lot of dial it up to 100 moments in terms of how zany the world of Craggy Island is, but I knew deep down Speed 3 deserves the crown. It's hilariously mad, Pat Mustard is such a likeable villain.
Very early in the morning you catch me, father.
Very early in the morning.
Else, it's kind of nice that despite his setbacks, Ted really does care for Dougal. Like, if you were to tell someone that a show about priests has an episode about an explosive milk float, you'd think it sounds mad. And it is. And it doesn't just sound mad, it takes off well and truly sticks to landing. Like I said, all episodes of Father Ted have golden moments to them. I hope you've enjoyed this random video, and don't worry, even if your favourite episode didn't make the cut, I'm sure it's still a very good one.
Really?
No!